Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another one of my videos. So here we have today a Fiat Panda. This is an active eco. This has got a little 1.1 engine in a solid white. Now this car is it's a one owner vehicle and it's done 23,000 miles. So you're probably wondering why it's done such low mileage. Now I live on a very long road, and this actually belonged to one of my neighbours, and it pretty much didn't get used very much at all from about 2019 and then into lockdown, and then it was kind of off the road pretty much for a year when she offered it to me. She was going to go down the we buy any car route or something like that, but I'm quite friendly with my neighbours, and I was delighted because this is a lovely little car. So it's one owner, and they bought it brand new, 23,000 miles. It's in very lovely condition, giving it a quick clean, and put a fresh MOT on it as well. Now what I love about these Pandas, they're like a TARDIS. I think they're better than the Fiat 500. I've had a few of them. This is a bit more robust, I'd say, and oh, if you notice the towing eye is missing, don't worry, I've got one on order, should be with me tomorrow. But yeah, this is more solid, practical. The boot's huge, and it's nice and tall, so it's easy to get people in and out. So look at this, look at that interior. It's got an absolutely lovely cloth interior, mats. It's all in really good condition. It was covered in moss when I first got it. It's got a really excellent service history, which I'll share with you in a minute. But look at the interior, no stains or nasty smells or any nasties at all. It's all very good. It flew through its MOT, took it to an MOT a week ago, and on the previous MOT there was an advisory of some sort of rust around the rear axle. It's only literally surface rust on the rear suspension beam, so I have personally taken it upon myself to clean that all up and put that right. So the two advisories on the MOT, I think they were surface rust on the coil springs and on that rear suspension. It's like a beam, so I've cleaned it all up and wax oiled it, so that's all good, ready to go. So the car is has a clean bill of health. So let's show you in the boot. Now these cars are quite basic. You've got electric windows up front, you've got really fancy power steering, which I think a lot of Fiats have. You've got the city driving and the normal power steering. And my son, he's 5, he loves to come up to this park and pretend to drive. So this is a favourite car of his because the steering's super light. So you've got this sort of parcel shelf here, good sized boot, and look at this, a spare wheel with all its tools and a biro. Now it's funny actually, just before I acquired this car I was in North Africa, in Tunisia, and it's the first time I'd been, and I was amazed to see how many Fiats, French, Italian cars are there. Of course, obviously it's very close to Italy and it was a French colony, so it sort of makes sense. But the Fiat Panda, they were everywhere. Not so many 500s, but Pandas everywhere. And I've now been told that apparently a lot of sensible people buy these cars, one of which is James May, Captain Slow on Top Gear. Not terribly sure if that's a good or a bad thing, but they say sort of eccentric people buy these. But I think it's a cracking little car. And the great thing about it, the road tax is only £35. So not only will it be super economical, it'll be cheap to insure and cheap to tax. So she starts on the button. There's the, sorry, I lied, 22,845 miles. Okay, there's no warning lights, everything's clear. That's your handbrake light there. Okay, car runs like a dream. I've done probably about, well, must be a couple of 100 miles in it. Love it. I'm going to continue to use it as my daily driver. But look at this, it's got it was bought from Thames Motor Group, Croydon. I know them. I'm just going to close the door, it's very cold today. To So that's 3 services there. Look at that, the mileage. Look at the mileages. 5,000 miles, 13,000 miles, 22,000 miles, 22,456, and then 22,774. Okay, so car's got really good service history. Obviously doesn't need servicing. It was serviced 100 miles ago, but I've given it an MOT and gone through all the advisories. Yeah, it's a lovely little car. You've got electric windows, and this city driving power steering makes it so much lighter. Now there'll be lots of these out there, I'd imagine, but I shouldn't imagine like this. I'd imagine a lot of these were ex-rental cars. My parents were telling me that when they've gone abroad, a lot of times they were rental cars, and we all know they don't get treated as well. But this was this car actually belonged to my neighbour, privately owned, and they were the first owner. But really nice little car. In fact, my son, he's asked me to pick him up from school in this car. He likes it that much. I don't know, maybe it's a bit of a noddy car. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been informative, and take care. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.